What's going on? Germs here. I'm back with another review. Today we've got a Canadian Individual Meal Pack, or IMP. It's going to be menu number 3, hash browns and bacon. So stick around and we'll get this thing opened up and see what we got. All right, so today we're going to have some breakfast. It's about breakfast time or maybe brunch, but this is menu number 3, hash browns and bacon. This is Canadian IMP, and this is going to be from 2020. And here's what's in our IMP. And there's nutritional facts. So let's get this opened up and see what we got inside. These new Canadian IMPs have a nice little pull tab. Lift that tab and pull it. And then you've got a Ziploc bag. So let's see what we got. Let's give the bag a smell first. It's got a different smell to it. Almost smells like vanilla. I'm wondering if there's a vanilla drink in there. All right, we've got our main. It looks like this actually might have been made in 2019. I'm not sure if the Canadian date codes are the same, but you've got 324th day of 2019 is that? I think that might be it. Maple and brown sugar oatmeal. Raspberry jam. Got our fortified creamy peanut butter. Got our espresso roast coffee. Chocolate drink mix. Got our hamburger bun. They give you 3 orange sports drinks. Fruit cocktail. Got our drink bag. Some Tabasco sauce. Got our matches. White tip. A very, very large napkin. Very nice. I don't know if I'd want to use that as bung fluff. Tic Tacs. And the compressed napkin. Way better than wet naps. And then we have our IMP spork. And there you have it. That's what you get in the Canadian menu number 3, hash browns and bacon. Let's slap this down and dig in. Perfect. All right, so first things first. I want to get this main with the hash browns and bacon cooking first. And I've seen reviews on the older ones, and it doesn't look very appealing. It's very soupy almost, not like what you'd think hash browns should be. So rather than boil in the bag, I think I'm going to try and cook it on an Esbit stove and see how that works. It may not work very well, but we're going to give it a shot anyways. So I'm going to have to rearrange some stuff and get that Esbit stove going. All right, as you can see, the instructions: place unopened pouch in a pot of boiling water. Return the water to boil, heat for 5 minutes. We're not going to do that. So let's just open it up and let's see what we got. Yeah, see, it's not quite like what you'd think hash brown should be. It's really watery. Not too watery, it doesn't look like, but it smells really, really good. It's got green peppers in there, obviously. I can smell those right away. I love green peppers. And there's probably some onions in there. So I think this is going to be really good if we cook it properly. So we are going to try cooking this in this canteen cup. Let's get all that out of there. Yeah, you can see all the green peppers in there, the bacon, the hash browns. There's got to be some onions in there. It actually smells very, very good. All right, let's set that off to the side. This is the Esbit stove from the Italian 24-hour ration I reviewed, and it's very heavy duty, very well made, probably the best Esbit stove I've seen. We've got our tablets. We're going to put all 3 on this And these things stink really bad. So I'm sure my garage is going to stink. So I may have to stop the video after this and air it out. See how well these matches do. Well, I may regret using all three of those. That's going to be very hot. But we're going to give it a shot. All right, let's see how that does. She's sizzling. Yep, that's working just fine. I just want to boil off some of that liquid. Maybe even get some crisp to those hash browns. Smells really good. I don't know if this is going to work though, not in this canteen cup. Probably needed a pan, but I just wanted to give it a shot. This is kind of maybe what you would have, I guess, in the field. I don't know if you'd have a pan. You might have a mess kit, but likely this might be the only thing you have. And if you want a hot meal and you don't want to just boil it, you could do this. They don't give you an Esbit stove in the Canadian IMPs, but you could do it over a fire if you're in a position where you could do that. All right, well, there's what it looks like. It got a little burnt, but that's fine. I like my hash browns crispy, but this just did not work. It's definitely better than probably boiling it, but you really need a pan to do it in. Canteen cup really isn't the way to go. All right, well, that's cooling down. Let's get our hamburger bun out first. Get this big package out of the way. Looks pretty good. Smells a little strange. Smells industrial, but I'm sure it tastes just fine. And let's go ahead and get our oatmeal made. They don't tell you how much water to put in it, but I think you can just eyeball this. All right, we're not gonna add too much water. I'm gonna try to do this right in the bag. Let's give it a little stir. Very, very hot. See if we can't keep this upright. There we go. Let's get this fruit cocktail open. You can heat this up, but I'm not gonna. Let's get our drink mix going, our orange drink. They give you a nice heavy duty bag. This is a lot nicer than the American MRE bag. And it is gusseted, which is nice. Kind of crystallized. They say 250 mils of water, which I've got, and they also give you a fill line to fill it to. Fold that down, give it a shake. And there you go. Set that back over here for now. And what we're going to do, we're going to make a mocha. So we're going to fill to that line with hot water. And we'll add our coffee. I put a little more water than the chocolate called for, but I will really want to taste that coffee in this. Give that a shake. And then we're going to pour it into our Mike Kreischer Reviews tumbler. Let's go check out his channel. Got a good channel. Not a whole lot, but I'm hoping it's strong. Might as well make ourselves a peanut butter jelly. Get our jelly on there, raspberry jam. Some people put the peanut butter on one side and the jelly on the other. I typically put the jelly right on top of the peanut butter, but for the purposes of the video, I wanted to see them both. I don't think it really matters. I mean, I guess do what you want to do. It doesn't really matter. There's no right or wrong way to make a peanut butter and jelly. Mash that together. Put that back there. All right, this is cooled off enough. let's get this out. As you can see, got burned a little bit down on the bottom, which I was kind of hoping for, but not like that. Didn't quite turn out how I wanted it, but I'm sure it'll be good. And let's get our oatmeal out. And I obviously didn't put quite enough water in it. So we're going to give it just a little splash more. Get that mixed in. This is a pretty hearty breakfast, actually. That oatmeal alone is pretty filling. And then you get the potatoes from the hash browns, and bacon. Got a peanut butter jelly. Plus you got the fruit. Yeah, that's a hearty breakfast right there. Yeah, you can't really complain about that. Those hash browns smell delicious. Oatmeal looking good. Got our peanut butter and jelly. Got our drinks. All right, I think it's time to dig in. Let's go for these hash browns. Looking pretty good. You can see the burnt bits in there, which I like. You can see some bacon, some green pepper. Looks pretty good. Let's give it a shot. So the flavor is there. The green peppers are very prominent. If you don't like green peppers, you're probably not going to like this as much. But I love green peppers, and I'm really happy they put that in there. Gives it such a nice flavor. And there's got to be some onions in there somewhere. I can taste the onion. The potatoes are cooked perfectly for potatoes, but for hash browns, they're not the best. But I don't know how else you would do that in this circumstance. So I can't really knock it. If you had a pan, a bigger pan, and you had the ability to cook over fire, that would be the way to do it. But the canteen cup did at least boil off some of that liquid, so they're not quite as watery as what they looked like when I dumped it out. So all in all, I cannot complain about this. Very good flavor, very good meal. I'd be perfectly happy with something like this. And this is going to make it even better. You can't go wrong with Tabasco sauce. I know some people don't like spice. That's okay. I do. So if you think I'm ruining it, that's fine. You can think that, but I like this. Yummy. Yep, that Tabasco is just what it needed. Let's go in for a little of this oatmeal. Now that is not the best. Not much flavor there. It needs some sugar or something. I don't taste brown sugar or very, very small bit. And I do not taste maple syrup. Not one bit. One thing I would say is put a little maple syrup in here. And you could put some maple syrup on that. That'd be delicious. But as it is, it's very bland. Yeah, I definitely need something here. Let's try it with this fruit. See if I can get some fruit with this. Yeah, that doesn't help either. All right, let's try something. Let's do this. Let's try a little bit of this peanut butter and this jam with the oatmeal. Yeah, that's what I should have done. I should have said heck with the hamburger bun and put all the peanut butter and the jelly in with the oatmeal. That changed the whole game for that. That is much better. So I guess let's do this. Why not? It all goes to the same place, right? Peanut butter, jelly, oatmeal sandwich. That's actually really good. My only complaint is that bun. Got a weird flavor to it. It's got a weird industrial flavor, like I don't know, maybe it's the bag it's put in. It's kind of a chemically plasticky flavor that's that's in there, and it's kind of strong. I'm not sure I like that. If I were to do this again, I would skip the bun and just put all of the peanut butter and jelly in with the oatmeal. But it's still, that's a good combo. The bun isn't awful, but it's not great. It's just got that weird flavor. The bun's pretty dry, but that's to be expected. Not really a complaint of mine. It's not super dry. It's not the greatest, but it's good enough. Let's try out our orange drink. Oh, that's really good. Not super sugary. It's got a good orange flavor. It's artificial, but it tastes almost like it's a little more natural, I guess, than something like orange pop or something like that in the US. It's really refreshing. And they give you 3 of them in this meal. Yeah, cannot complain about that. That is very, very good. I don't know if I'd put it up into the top tier with everything I've reviewed, but it's top of the middle of the pack. This would be a good breakfast. My only complaint is the oatmeal, but like I said, put the peanut butter and jelly in it, you'd be just fine. All right, let's check out our mocha. It's very thick. I don't know if I didn't put enough water in it, but it's pretty thick, which is actually pretty good. I mean, I could put a little more water in there, but I don't think it needs it. And that, putting the coffee in there, that coffee, that espresso, that is excellent. I kind of wish I would have tried the espresso on its own, because I have a feeling I would have really, really liked it, but it is absolutely fantastic in this chocolate drink. I'm really enjoying this. I think this might be the star of the show. Oh, that is so good. That's by far the best mocha I've made. Mochaccino, whatever you want to call it. That's fantastic. Yeah, the espresso was very bold, very strong, but not bitter. It was the perfect addition to that chocolate. I love strong coffee, and that just was a match made in heaven right there. Got lucky. There's 2 cherries in this. Finish off these drinks. All right, let's try our Tic Tacs. Very minty. Very good. That's pretty refreshing after a meal like this. Kind of cleanse your palate. And let's try out this thing. The compressed napkin. These things are awesome. And I don't know why they're the only ones doing it, but kind of cool. You can see there, got the maple leaf on there. Pretty neat. Yep. Very cool. Yeah, this is very cool. I mean, look at how big that napkin is, and it's nice and strong. Just much, much smarter than a wet nap. I mean, you could reuse this, stick it in your pocket, carry it around with you, use it as a handkerchief, whatever. But you could carry this around with you and reuse it. Awesome addition to the ration. All right, well, there you have it. That was the 2020 menu number 3, hash browns and bacon, Canadian individual meal pack, or IMP. Overall impressions, This is a very good ration. Regardless of how you heat the hash browns, I think they're good. They had a nice smoky flavor from the bacon. They had actual bacon chunks in it, the green peppers, the onions. The sauce almost, to me, as I was eating it, almost had a cheesy flavor, which I wasn't really expecting. So overall, very good breakfast. Oatmeal with the peanut butter, with the jam, excellent. Everything was good. For me, like I said, this is not a top tier ration. I think it's middle, top of the middle tier or low of the top tier. I don't know. It's good. There's nothing wrong with this ration. I'd be happy if I got this. I'd be trading for this if I got some other crappy breakfast that I didn't like. So all in all, I'm very pleased with this ration. So if you're still here, I appreciate you being here. And if you like my content, please consider giving this video a like, subscribing to my channel, and sharing this on your social media. And then don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you're notified when I post new content. I try to post new content about every week or so. Doesn't always work out. I've been really busy the last couple of weeks, was out of town almost a week, so I just couldn't post. But I try at least once a week, or maybe once every 2 weeks. So again, I appreciate you being here. Hopefully I'll be back soon, within about a week or so, with another review. So thanks for watching. Later. Smells industrial, but I'm sure it tastes just good. And it's very heavy, dirty. I don't taste the brown sugar. I don't taste the apples. I don't taste the apples whatsoever. So one thing I would say is put a little in this chocolate drink. Blah.